I know it's hard, but I do know that he will not come until his Father is sure that everything is ready for your marriage. You just make sure that you keep your lamp filled and burning.
Why do we do this? Why do we follow these silly traditions? Why can't we just be married and be done with it?
Maybe this will help. I have a gift for you. Something very special for your dowry.
Grandmother, it's beautiful. Wherever did you get it? It's filled with gold and incense. Is this myrrh?
That's right. 3 gifts that were given by some very important men who were given to me when my oldest son was born.
You mean Jesus, your son Jesus?
Not just my son. He was God's son.
Thank you. This really is just the most perfect gift ever.
This is not the perfect gift. Jesus is the perfect gift.
You know, you always say that, but I don't understand it.
Oh, my lovely grandchildren. Come and listen.
Grandmother, will you tell us about Jesus and his birth again?
Yes, Grandmother, tell us about the angels, the shepherds, and everything again. Tell us, please tell us.
Well, I would love to. It all started one night. I was about your age, Esther. I was alone in my bed, just dreaming of wonderful things. But I wasn't sleeping well at all. Something was different. Something was happening to me.
Mary.
Who are you?
My name is Gabriel. God has sent me to you with a message.
God, a message for me? Hey, how did you get in here? I know I bolted the door.
Bolted doors are nothing to God. Were you dreaming?
Oh, yes. It was the most vivid dream I've ever had. I dreamed I was having a baby. Good thing it was only a dream. Joseph and I aren't married yet.
Oh, but it was much more than a dream, Mary. God sent me to tell you that you will have a son. His name will be Jesus.
You mean after Joseph and I are married, we'll have a son?
No, Joseph will not be the child's father.
But Joseph is the only man I love. If I become pregnant while we're engaged, he'll reject me. He'll disgrace me.
Mary, do not be afraid. Joseph will not leave you. Your son will be great. He will be called the Son of God. Was not your ancestor David a great king?
Oh, yes. David was the greatest king that Israel ever had.
Your son will be greater than David. His kingdom will never end.
But how can all this be? I've already told you. I'm a virgin.
By the power of God, through his Holy Spirit, he will conceive. That is why the child will be called the Son of God. Oh, I almost forgot. There's one more thing I am to tell you. Elizabeth is also going to have a son.
She's too old to have a baby.
Mary, do you trust God? Many unusual things will happen in your life. There will be great joy and great sorrow. You must be strong and trust in God. Can you do this?
Well, yes, I think I can.
Remember, God has a purpose for everything that will happen. I must leave you now, but be strong and remember. Remember.
Goodbye, Gabriel. I must be dreaming. What can this all mean?
too. For you see, I was just beginning to understand what it meant to let God make wonderful things happen. But you know, God sent an angel to Joseph too, and explained everything that would happen to this wonderful child, this very special child. And so that really did help Joseph understand. Your grandfather was a wonderful man. I loved him dearly. Well, Caleb, that's a story for another time.
Grandma, don't get sidetracked, but you're telling me that Elizabeth was pregnant at the same time you were?
That's right. She was pregnant at the same time that I was. But I know that you'd like to know about Elizabeth, and so I'm going to tell you, I traveled to see Elizabeth. I wanted to know if what the angel had told